General Secretary of the Kenya County Government Workers Union is mismanaging elections of the union. One, is taken up the role of the branches by ensuring the mandate of the branch as provided for in the constitution of the union is usurped by the head office. The nomination process, he wants to control the nomination process and control registers from the branches. So that automatically gives him an opportunity to rig out members whom he doesn't feel like they will support him. And ours being a delegate system, it means if he manages to control those who come from the branches, then it means he has already created a very rough ground for those who are contesting. He gives himself an advantage as an incumbent over the rest. So election malpractices in the union are clearly seen, where he even refuses to submit Form Q for a validly elected officials of a branch. For example, Nairobi City Water, where the ministry's hands, the Registrar of Trade Unions, has communicated that she has failed to register a branch because the General Secretary has not submitted Form Q to her. Very shameful of Rob Aduba, who is supposed to be General Secretary and showing a good example to branches, who is now openly violating the Constitution and the law. Secondly, he even changes venue of branch elections too close to election to give himself an advantage and to allow those ones whom he feels he wants to oppose from coming from the branches to be defeated. We are not happy with how elections are mismanaged. And we are not happy by how the ministry seems to be tied, that they cannot act beyond what the General Secretary has done. We want to see the ministry in action. We want to see the Registrar of Trade Unions in action. We have raised an issue as members that the General Secretary who is currently serving is a non-member who was nominated, who was not nominated validly during the 2016 election, and we have realized that he has been in office as an imposter for all that time. We want the Registrar of Trade Unions. When we wrote a letter to the Registrar of Trade Unions, he gave out that he must come. The General Secretary can also come not from the membership alone, but he can come from outside. We are agreeing with that. But when a General Secretary comes from out, it means nominations at the nomination stage, he must meet the requirements as set out in the Constitution of the Union. These ones were not met. Clearly, 1 million shillings that was also to be paid. The nomination process was not conducted properly, and that is why the General Secretary, who is very responsible in managing elections, and that gives us actually an assurance that these elections that are coming at the national office, the national elections, are going to be mismanaged because he has to ensure he gives himself another ticket to be in the office. I want to talk about the issue of pension. This union, Kenya County Government Workers Union, is a very old union. Our pension schemes are as old as, one of our pension schemes is almost 90 years old. That is Lab Trust. We have a pension scheme that was formed immediately after independence, that is Lab Fund. The two schemes, after devolution, were to be merged. And one principal thing in this merger was that the two schemes were to merge without loss of benefits. And the two schemes were also to merge without disadvantaging any. We are for merger of the two schemes, all of us as members. And what we have agreed, and the NEC made a decision to have a committee that is going to look into the pension issues in the county governments. And I happen to be the chairman of the pension committee. And according to us, We went to court as a union and we obtained an order to ensure the County Government's Retirement Scheme Act, which was enacted in 2019, was stayed in court, and the implementation actually of this act was stayed in court. Until other issues that we raise as concerns from the members are resolved. These issues have not been resolved. We are aware that the General Secretary has gone round to give out an instruction to the lawyers, to ensure the case is withdrawn when other members are busy doing elections at the counties. It is a clear way that the General Secretary is after mismanaging members' funds. He has been opposed to this merger, and when he comes in as the General Secretary, he has his own personal interest in as far as pension is concerned. Our members were agreeable to the fact that our issues are resolved first before we get the CGRS Act implemented. Secondly, we want him to desist from interfering with our pension schemes. We want him to let the case in court continue unless issues that we raised as members are resolved by parties. We have an issue that is at hand, sale of Dundee House. He has tried to run away from the fact that he has a plan and an aim to sell Dundee House. In 2017 January, he brought in an agenda to the National Executive Council for discussion. And he put up a claim that Parliament was out to take our building. And from that, NEC members were left to decide if to leave the building or to sell. He pushed through crook and means, and all other means, to have a resolution by the NEC. We want that resolution rescinded. We want the NEC to reverse that decision. We raised that issue in the last NEC that this decision must be reversed because we knew it was not in good faith. The General Secretary has targeted to sell this house against the wish of the members. He is working together with others to ensure this Dundee House is disposed as quick as possible. We want him to desist from the aim to sell our house. Dundee House was bought by members in the 70s. And this is the only immovable asset that the union owns. Members are not agreeable to this sale of Dundee House. We want him to leave Dundee House alone. Secondly, CBS and in the county governments, he has failed to give workers collective bargaining agreements. 8 years down the line, what does he do? What does he think he can give us? Members are tired. We want CBS in the county government. General Secretary Robert Duba, we believe he is behind the failures that we have had in even negotiating the CBA of Nairobi County. Robert Duba has no goodwill for the workers of the county governments. And that explains, how he came in explains why we have always said he is yeye ni kibaraka ya serikali. He is not part of us. He has never shared a vision of the workers. Look at how the workers' membership is dwindling. When Boniface Munyao left the union, he left a 38,000 members in the union. As we are talking, we are less than 20,000 courtesy of Robert Duba, who doesn't care when members are dwindling. We all know that the strength of a trade union is in membership. He doesn't realize that the strength of the union is in membership. Those counties which we already have recognition agreements, he has failed. He has always given members a reason that he is unable to negotiate CBS because he doesn't have recognition agreements. We have recognition agreements in more than 10 counties. He has failed to give them. Robert Duba is not going to support the dream and the vision of the county government employees. It is clear. Look at the voluntary retirement that is being brought in by Nairobi County. Early retirement, we welcome it. But look at it. The county is saying they are bringing in 100 million to clear members who are retiring. Yet the same county is owing members of these schemes more than 20 billion. You bring in 100 million to lay off workers without retirement benefits. As members of Nairobi region, we are saying first things first. No voluntary early retirement without payment and clearance of pension monies. Pension owed by county government of Nairobi alone is over 20 billion. 20 billion, and you want to chase away workers using 100 million. That is absurd. We don't have a general secretary. What we have in that office is an imposter who has been in our office for 5 years, and we are realizing it too late, but it is better late than never. Message to our members. The elections that are coming, we are seeing the General Secretary mismanaging branch elections, clearly so as to have a upper hand in the national elections. Members should know that this is a matter of do or die. Our union is facing imminent disappearance, imminent death, because having no recruitment going on, because Robert Duba does not use any resources to ensure there is recruitment going on in the counties, and has not made any efforts to ensure. In fact, what he has been saying and telling branch officers is recruit. It is like this function of recruitment is not his own function. So, clearly, it is well calculated to ensure this pension, union dies. His eyes are on one ball. The eyes of Robert Duba are on one ball. One dandy house to be disposed. And is geared towards, and in another 5 years, if he finds another room to be there, he will be selling dandy house. So members should be clear, and members should know that this election is do or die. Let us not allow interference. And we want the Ministry of Labor to take up this role of regulating trade unions properly. The Law of Labor Relations Act should be able to provide remedies of if the General Secretary does not do this, what happens. Because we cannot continue having a trade union run like someone's business. Our trade union, Kenya County Government Workers Union, is run like personal business. Nothing is, members are not consulted on anything. Look at the extent of which a General Secretary goes to court to annul the decision of the National Executive Council. Without the permission of NEC, he goes to court to withdraw the case on pension. Who gives him the permission? We are asking Senate, we are asking Attorney General Office to ensure when calling in stakeholders to negotiate anything on pension mergers, the members and the pension committee should be involved, not Robert Duba alone. Because we are privy to the information that he is planning to sell out pension, sell out the house, and leave us hanging as members of county government.
So my name is Boniface Wawero, Branch Secretary, Nairobi Staff Branch, Kenya County Government Workers Union. This afternoon, I'm accompanied by my colleagues, and we want to send a very clear message to the entire union leadership for the Kenya County Government Workers Union, including our General Secretary, Robert Duba, and the Registrar of Trade Unions, and finally the Commissioner of Labor. We want to indicate that as a union, we want elections to be conducted properly, right from nominations. In the year 2016, when we last held our elections, we had candidates who are not properly nominated, and they ended up occupying very senior positions in our union. And this includes the position of the General Secretary and that of the National Treasurer. These are the people who are not nominated properly, and they ended up in the union office. They have been in those offices for 5 years, partaking members' contributions and not delivering any results. So we want to appeal to the Ministry of Labour to ensure that this time around, what was done in 2016 is not repeated. The provisions of our Constitution, which was duly registered in 2016, must be adhered to. We cannot have strangers in the union office. And the union office is a public office like any other. We cannot have hooligans. We cannot have people who have been rejected by wananchi in this country in other areas coming into the arena of trade unionism to come and steal from workers. These are people who are criminals, and as members of the Kenya County Government Workers Union, we will not allow criminals to come and roam around Dundee House, which is our union headquarters. And we want even the Central Organization of Trade Unions to come out clean, because union offices cannot be manned by armed men and women who are threatening the lives of workers. We have been threatened that we are going to be kicked out of offices if we do not prescribe to the evil plans of these officers who claim to be leaders of trade unions. The union elections this time around must be game changers. We must have people who have the will and the zeal to fight for workers' rights. It is now or never. We cannot have business as usual, where criminals end up becoming workers' representatives through a criminal process where they fail to meet simple qualifications, like the issue of being nominated by members across the country, and then they end up rigging elections. So we are saying no, and as leaders in Nairobi, we know that there is a very evil scheme to interfere with our elections. People who do not meet qualifications to vie for offices in the union being cleared by the General Secretary to contest. We are saying that he must stop. Branch elections are purely a branch affair. And the work of the General Secretary is just to provide for funds. So he must ensure that elections are funded and that elections will be free and fair. We cannot have some candidates being given money, being funded, being the favorites of the headquarters. Our union headquarters must ensure that we have free, fair, and credible elections. And that is all we are asking for. We must have transparency at the end of the day, so that those who are rejected by the workers, they must go back to their respective places of work to work for Wanjiku, and not to be anywhere near workers' offices.